Hey, welcome to the English Podcast Lab, where we take those piles of research articles or whatever you're digging into and extract the pure gold, those surprising facts and actionable insights that make you feel in the know. I'm your host, Mike, your guide to information that actually sticks.
And I'm Sarah, here to help connect those dots, see the bigger picture, and make sure this knowledge actually makes a difference in your life.
And today we're diving into something fascinating: gratitude. You sent over some really interesting research on this, and I have to admit, I was surprised by just how powerful this emotion really is. We're not just talking about saying thank you here. We're talking about a tool that can seriously boost your well-being.
It's true. The research on gratitude is incredibly compelling. It's linked to everything from stronger relationships and improved physical health to greater happiness and increased resilience.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. When you say stronger relationships, what does that actually look like?
Well, think about it this way. When someone expresses genuine gratitude towards you, it makes you feel seen and appreciated, right? And those feelings of appreciation are the foundation of strong, lasting bonds.
So it's not just about being polite, it's about fostering a deeper connection.
Exactly. And this goes beyond just personal relationships. Gratitude can even impact your physical health. People who practice gratitude regularly tend to report fewer aches and pains, they're more likely to engage in healthy behaviors like exercise, and they even have a more positive outlook on their overall health.
That's wild. I never would have guessed that being thankful could have such a tangible impact on your physical well-being. Is this all about feeling good, or is there something deeper going on here?
It's definitely more than just a fleeting feeling. Gratitude has a profound impact on our brains and bodies. It shifts our focus away from negativity and toward the positive, and that shift triggers the release of feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin.
Those lovely neurotransmitters. So it's like a natural mood booster.
Exactly. And it's not just a temporary high. Over time, gratitude can actually rewire your brain, making you more naturally prone to experiencing those positive emotions.
So the more grateful you are, the more your brain becomes wired for gratitude, and the cycle continues.
Precisely. It creates a positive feedback loop. And on top of that, gratitude helps reduce those pesky stress hormones like cortisol. This means you're not only feeling better in the moment, but you're also protecting your body from the long-term effects of chronic stress.
So we're talking mood boost, better health, stronger relationships. And it sounds like it even helps you manage stress more effectively. This is starting to sound less like a fluffy feel-good concept and more like a serious mental health tool.
It really is. And there's even more. Studies have shown that gratitude can actually enhance empathy and reduce aggression.
Wait, what? How does being thankful make you nicer? Now I'm really intrigued.
Well, when you're focused on the good things in your life and appreciating the kindness of others, it's harder to get caught up in negativity and resentment. Gratitude helps you connect with others on a deeper level and fosters a sense of understanding and compassion.
So instead of getting all riled up when someone cuts you off in traffic, gratitude might help you take a deep breath and think, maybe they're having a bad day.
Exactly. It's about giving people the benefit of the doubt and recognizing that everyone is going through their own struggles.
Okay, so far we've got a mood booster, a health enhancer, a relationship builder, and a niceness amplifier. What else should we add to this gratitude superpower list?
Well, it also seems to improve your sleep. People who regularly practice gratitude tend to sleep longer and more soundly.
Interesting. I wonder if it's because gratitude helps calm your mind before bed and reduces those racing thoughts that keep you up at night.
That's a great insight. It certainly makes sense. And here's another benefit. Gratitude has been linked to increased self-esteem.
Yeah, I could see how that would work. When you focus on the positive aspects of your life and appreciate what you have, it naturally boosts your sense of self-worth.
Exactly. And it's not just about appreciating your own accomplishments. Gratitude also helps you acknowledge and value the accomplishments of others, which can lead to greater feelings of self-acceptance and confidence.
It's about recognizing the good in yourself and in others. It's a powerful combination. But if gratitude is so great, why do we struggle to stay positive? Why is it so easy to get bogged down in negativity?
That's a great question, and it has to do with something called the negativity bias. Our brains are actually wired to focus on the negative. It's an evolutionary advantage that helped our ancestors survive by quickly identifying and avoiding danger.
So back in the day when dodging saber-toothed tigers was a daily concern, a negativity bias was pretty handy. But how does that play out in the modern world?
Well, in today's world where most of us aren't facing life or death threats every day, that negativity bias can work against us. It makes us more likely to dwell on the bad stuff even when things are generally good.
Oh, I know that feeling. I can spend way too much time replaying a minor mishap in my head, even when the rest of my day was great. It's like my brain just loves to focus on that one little negative thing.
We've all been there. It's that negativity bias in action.
Yeah.
It's a normal part of being human.
So even though our brains are wired for negativity, we can learn to overcome that tendency and cultivate more gratitude. That's reassuring. But what exactly fuels this negativity bias? Why is it so hard to shake off sometimes?
There are a few key culprits that often contribute to negativity. One is envy. We tend to compare ourselves to others and focus on what they have that we don't. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and resentment.
Ah, the green-eyed monster. It's so easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, especially in today's social media-driven world.
Exactly. And it's a recipe for unhappiness because no matter how much you achieve, there will always be someone who has more or does better.
It's a never-ending cycle. So instead of focusing on what we lack, gratitude helps us appreciate what we already have. It's a much healthier perspective. But envy isn't the only culprit, is it? What else feeds this negativity monster?
You're right, envy isn't the only one. Another big one is materialism. We live in a consumer-driven society that constantly tells us we need more stuff to be happy. This leads to a never-ending cycle of wanting and striving, but never feeling truly satisfied.
It's the classic keeping up with the Joneses mentality. We get caught up in chasing material possessions, thinking they'll bring us happiness.
Yeah.
But you're right, true happiness comes from within.
You've got it. And gratitude helps us recognize that happiness isn't about what we own, but about how we appreciate and experience life. It's about finding joy in the simple things and being present in the moment.
So gratitude is an antidote to both envy and materialism. It's like a mental reset button, helping us break free from those unhealthy thought patterns. What else should we be on the lookout for? What are some other things that feed that negativity bias?
Cynicism is another one. When you're cynical, you tend to doubt the good intentions of others and view the world through a skeptical lens. It's like you're always expecting the worst.
It's like seeing the world through gray-tinted glasses. Everything seems a bit dimmer and less hopeful.
Exactly. And it makes it hard to receive kindness and appreciate good deeds because you're always looking for the ulterior motive. You're constantly questioning people's sincerity.
So to really embrace gratitude, you need a certain level of trust in the goodness of others. It's about believing that people can genuinely be kind and helpful without expecting something in return.
You're right. Gratitude involves opening yourself up to the possibility of genuine connection and appreciation. It requires vulnerability and a willingness to see the best in people.
Okay, we've covered envy, materialism, and cynicism.
Yeah.
Any other negativity culprits we should know about?
One more, and it's a big one, narcissism. When you're narcissistic, you have an inflated sense of self-importance and a constant need for admiration. It becomes all about me, me, me.
Classic main character syndrome.
Exactly. And that mindset makes it very difficult to feel grateful because narcissists tend to feel entitled to good things and have a hard time recognizing the contributions of others. They struggle to acknowledge that they need other people.
So gratitude requires a certain level of humility. It's about recognizing that we're not the center of the universe and appreciating the role that others play in our lives. It's about understanding that we're all interconnected.
Precisely. It's about recognizing the give and take of life and appreciating the ways in which we support each other.
Okay, so we've got our negativity culprits identified: envy, materialism, cynicism, and narcissism. Now for the million-dollar question. How do we combat these forces and build that gratitude muscle? What can we actually do to cultivate more gratitude in our daily lives?
That's the key question. And the answer, like with so many things, is practice. Just like any muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. And just like physical exercise, there are specific practices that are more effective than others when it comes to building gratitude.
So we're not just talking about randomly feeling thankful here and there. We're talking about a structured approach, a deliberate effort to cultivate gratitude.
Exactly. And here's a surprising insight from the research. Receiving gratitude is actually more powerful than expressing it when it comes to activating those gratitude circuits in your brain.
Wait, really? So just writing a gratitude list isn't enough? I've always heard that that's a good practice.
It can be helpful, but it's not the most effective way to tap into the full power of gratitude. To really light up those neural pathways, we need to experience the feeling of being genuinely thanked and appreciated by others.
That's fascinating. So it's not just about acknowledging what we're thankful for, but about understanding and experiencing the impact of gratitude on others.
Yeah.
It adds a whole new dimension to the practice.
Precisely. It's about tapping into that theory of mind, the ability to understand and relate to the experiences of others. When we can truly grasp how our actions impact those around us, and when we feel the warmth of their appreciation, it creates a powerful shift in our brains.
So gratitude is about connection and empathy. It's not just a solo endeavor.
Exactly. And here's another key point. Stories and narratives are particularly effective in activating those gratitude circuits. Our brains are wired for connection and meaning, and stories provide a powerful way to tap into both.
So instead of just listing things we're thankful for, we should try to weave those things into a story. I like that. It makes it more personal, more relatable.
And it doesn't even have to be our own story. Research has shown that even listening to stories of others receiving help can spark feelings of gratitude in us.
That's incredible. So gratitude is contagious. We can catch it from others just by hearing their stories of appreciation and kindness. I love that idea.
Exactly. It highlights the interconnectedness of human experience and the power of shared narratives. We're all in this together, and these stories of gratitude remind us of that.
Okay, so we know stories are powerful, but how do we put this into action? What's the most effective way to build a lasting gratitude practice? What are the steps?
It all starts with finding a story that resonates with you. This could be a personal story about a time you received genuine thanks, or it could be a story about someone else that you find inspiring. The key is to choose a story that really moves you, that makes you feel that warm, fuzzy feeling of gratitude.
So find a story that sparks that feeling, that genuine sense of appreciation.
Got
What's next?
Once you have your story, write down a shorthand version of it. This could be a few bullet points that capture the essence of the story. The key is to have a trigger that can easily bring those grateful feelings to mind whenever you need them.
So it's like a gratitude cheat sheet. A quick reminder of that powerful story.
Exactly. And then the most important part, engage with the story. Read it. Think about it. Visualize it. The key is to fully immerse yourself in the experience of receiving or witnessing gratitude.
So it's not about passively reading the story. It's about actively feeling those emotions of gratitude, really bringing that story to life in your mind.
You got it. And here's the good news. Even a 60-second practice can have a significant impact. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions when it comes to building gratitude.
So no excuses. We can all find 1 minute in our day to cultivate gratitude.
Absolutely. Even a small amount of effort can lead to big changes over time.
So we've got the mood boost, the health benefits, the stronger relationships.
Yeah.
But there's more. Right. You mentioned that gratitude can actually change our brains.
Absolutely. Repeated gratitude practice actually rewires your brain, leading to lasting reductions in anxiety and fear and a greater capacity for motivation and well-being.
So it's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about creating long-term positive changes in our brains and how we experience the world.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there. Gratitude has also been shown to lower those harmful inflammatory markers in the body that are linked to chronic diseases.
Wow, so gratitude is not just good for our minds, it's good for our bodies too. It's like a total body wellness upgrade.
It truly is. Gratitude impacts our thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and even our physical health. It's a holistic approach to well-being.
Okay, so we've established that gratitude is awesome, but how do we make it stick? How do we cultivate a gratitude practice that becomes a natural part of our lives?
That's the key. Consistency is crucial. Just like any habit, it takes time and effort to establish a regular gratitude practice. But there are some strategies that can help make it easier.
Okay, let's hear those strategies. Give us the actionable insights.
One of the most effective strategies is to make gratitude a daily ritual. Choose a specific time each day, whether it's first thing in the morning, during your lunch break, or before bed, and dedicate a few minutes to reflecting on what you're grateful for.
So it's about creating a habit, just like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. Make gratitude a non-negotiable part of your routine.
Exactly. And don't worry about coming up with elaborate expressions of gratitude. Start small. Focus on one or two things that you genuinely appreciate. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a sunny day, or a kind word from a friend.
So no pressure, just a few moments of mindful appreciation.
Another helpful strategy is to use visual reminders. This could be a gratitude jar where you write down things you're grateful for, or a gratitude board where you display photos or quotes that inspire feelings of thankfulness.
So it's about surrounding yourself with reminders of gratitude, making it a part of your environment.
Exactly. And those visual cues can be powerful triggers for shifting your mindset.
Okay, so daily rituals and visual reminders. What other strategies can help make gratitude stick?
Another great strategy is to find a gratitude buddy, someone you can share your gratitude practice with and hold each other accountable.
It's like having a workout buddy, someone to motivate you and keep you on track.
Exactly, and it adds a social element to the practice. Sharing your gratitude with others can amplify those positive feelings.
And don't forget about the power of technology. There are tons of gratitude apps and websites that can help you cultivate a daily practice.
That's right. Those apps can provide prompts, reminders, and even guided meditations to help you deepen your gratitude practice.
So no excuses.
Yeah.
There are plenty of resources available to support your gratitude journey. It sounds like there are so many different ways to approach this, but ultimately it's about finding what works for you and making it a consistent part of your life.
You got it. And remember, gratitude is a journey, not a destination. It's not about achieving some perfect state of perpetual bliss. It's about making a conscious effort to appreciate the good, even when things are tough.
It's about embracing the ups and downs of life and finding those silver linings, even in the midst of challenges. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when it feels hard.
Exactly. Gratitude is a powerful tool for navigating life's complexities. It's a source of strength, resilience, and hope. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes.
So to wrap up this incredible deep dive into gratitude, what are some key takeaways for our listeners?
Gratitude is a superpower. It has the ability to transform our lives in countless ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, even socially. And the best part, it's a skill that anyone can cultivate.
Absolutely. No matter who you are or where you're at in life, gratitude is accessible to you. You don't need any special equipment or training. It's all about making that conscious choice to focus on the good.
And remember, consistency is key. Make gratitude a daily habit, even if it's just for a few minutes, and watch those positive changes start to unfold.
Find a practice that works for you and stick with it. Whether it's journaling, writing a gratitude letter, taking a walk in nature, or simply expressing your thanks to someone you care about. There are endless ways to incorporate gratitude into your life. The benefits are well worth the effort.
And don't be afraid to experiment. There are so many different ways to cultivate gratitude, so find what resonates with you and make it your own.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today.
It was my pleasure. I hope our listeners feel empowered to embrace gratitude and experience its transformative power in their own lives.
And everyone listening, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into gratitude. Until next time, stay curious, stay grateful, and keep those gratitude muscles working.